Yeah, David Dread of Steel Pulse, and I'm saying hail to Lion Voice because it's time that the lion have its voice, have its own story. Says I'm stepping out here. Hear me now. Yeah, the lion's voice. Raw.
What do you have to tell the people about Rastafari?
Light to the world. The king of kings and the conquering line of the tribe of Judah. I like himself. Where's rightful ruler? Hey yo! Eli! Hail them high, hail the black king on the 23rd of July. So tell them guy who praise God up in the sky, it's a lie. The Almighty living on your night. From ancient time them a try. Them Romans know them just open them suit and ties. Criminals ain't got no alibi, they stole my people. Then them comes without them genocide.
Are you talking about slavery?
Them couldn't kill. The lion will come conquer Judah tribe. Go through tribulation, and I strive, see sufferation, and I still rise. That's why we tell them in America, live Rastafari in every ghetto area. We come to tell them in a Toronto, straight at Italy.
In terms of, you mentioned your book. Talk to us about Head Start Publishing, when Head Start got started. Obviously, you have a long-standing relation with Frontline Publishing as well, but Head Start was another name that when I was a young Ras in university and I started reading books, this was a reoccurring name that I would see imprinted on many of the books that we were feeding our minds with. You know, I went, you know, I had a whole cohort of Rasses that I went to Howard University with, and we read voraciously. Headline, Head Start, and Frontline were you know, regulars among. So when did Head Start, the idea come from, and when did that start?
Head Start, well, remember now, in the Eastern Caribbean, when I was in St. Lucia, Raseko and Shango was over in Trinidad.
Yes.
And I would go over to them. I remember people like Kimani Langa, Raseko, Rashango, some of the Rasses, because we would sleep on Seiko's bed. 5, 6 of us would sleep on Seiko's bed when we were doing the newspaper Rastafari Speaks.
Yes, historic.
So that's where the publishing started from, and that's where. So after we set it up, Shango would do the typing. Whenever I have computer, them time there, and we would not only with our little money, we would print it, pay the printers, and we would be the one walking on the road and selling it. So that was how it started. That was how the publishing idea started. So as we go along, whatever I put out, Raseko is part of it. Whatever Raseko put out, I am a part of it. And out of that grow, and we branch off into other books and so on. And so we have a publishing company that we print and publish books.
And what are some of the titles that Head Start has published?
The Philosophy and Opinion, of course.
Yes.
Basic Herbs. The volume 1, we haven't printed the volume 2 yet.
Yes.
The volume 1 of His Majesty's biography.
Yes.
And so on. But the key thing is people like Professor Eulendorf.
Yes.
Before he passed, he had sent me Ethiopia and the Bible.
Yes.
For us to put it out. We have quite a number of works to put out, but quite a number of works. That's why I said, coming like every day, the work just begun.
Yes, and I'm glad that you have that perspective. Now, we're not going to take too much more of your time. It's in the middle of the day, and you've been gracious to speak with us today. Your life has not been without controversy in the press. I wanted to give you a opportunity to address some of the controversy you've been through in Jamaica. You lost your license and regained it again. What was that journey like?
That journey of losing my license to practice law set us back.
Yes.
Set us back considerably because I have a lot of children. You know, I have 17 children.
Wow.
You know, even now as I speak to you, I have 4 children at university.
Wow.
Including a daughter who's studying law.
Wow.
And you know,
how old is your youngest? How old is your youngest child?
About 20.
Okay.
19.
Okay.
19.
So they're all, yes.
Yes. So we say I have 4 children going to university, and we have 2 in college, and so on. I just wish to say that as I'm speaking to you now, we have a lawsuit against the government.
Okay.
We have sued them for over $100 million. So that will come, that will be decided, and you know, that is going to be the reparations for me.
Okay, so that's related to the controversial.
Yes, it's related to controversial because that is a case that was before the court, and the court of appeal went to court of appeal. My son argued the court of appeal at the court of appeal on my behalf.
Yes.
We won the case, but more importantly, not just winning the case, things that the court of appeal said, I should not even have been charged.
Wow.
So that is where the lawsuits come in.
Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you. And it's important that we hear from the lion's own mouth, you know, because people talk and rumors float around, but until we hear directly from the eye, you know, we know that there is an injustice and that the eye has addressed it in the courts as an attorney should do. So we give thanks. Speak to us about your children, because you mentioned one of your sons is an attorney, another one. I know that most of your children are well accomplished. I met your daughter at CVM. I was there doing an interview and find out that, you know, she was the person interviewing me. So talk about some of your children, because they are very accomplished.
Yes, like I said, you have one that is an attorney, over next one that is now studying law. We have one that is a very, very, very good. He plays chess for Jamaica.
Okay.
And to the point where now he teaches chess.
Wow.
He teaches chess online. I have a chess set in my office. You know, I have a chess set in my office, and invariably, any children that come with their parents in my office always head to the chess set. You know, it's amazing. No matter what age you are, I have lots of little trinkets on my desk, because whenever I travel, I buy things. I buy crap.
Yeah.
So if you look at my desk, I have a lot of trinkets, but the children gravitate towards the chess set.
The chess set.
See, one of my daughters, she lives in England now. When she was 7 years old, she represented Jamaica in chess.
Wow.
And she beat the American in the age group level she was played. At 7 years old, she played in the under 10. And she beat the American champion in 7 moves.
Wow.
Man, I tell you. So I have always maintained that brain for brain, our children are brighter.
Yes.
It's just that later on, being big United States, opportunities are greater.
Yes.
You know, and the children will develop more. But brain for brain, we are brighter.
Wow. And that's a testament to the parenting and vigilance that the children are thriving and doing well. So we give thanks for that.
Iron Vice.
It's Panic 24/7 5 I'm going to organize one bang tire. But the blockade with them put on Cuba and Zimbabwe. Not road. Hey, the Dejazmatch. Start them now.
Sometimes in this life you have to go your own way. Me pray for me brothers in Zimbabwe. For me Cuban sisters, I see them and say, the Almighty love all of the people same way. Me tell Babylon them fi open up the gate. Zimbabwe she reclaim her land, that's great. Me love the way the people in Cuba get educate. Me have to ask them in the West why them are so full of hate.
Them hate Mugabe and them hate Castro. Them come with them blockade and them embargo. Cause Castro tell them no and Mugabe tell them go. Them want exploit the land and take with fool. Brainwash education and use and mislead the youth. Them kill Trayvon and them shoot Martin Luther. And millions dead in Nigeria what they and still not make the news. Mafia trample Babylon and them Gideon boat.
Sometimes in this life you have to go your own way. Me pray for me brothers in Zimbabwe. For me Cuban sisters, I see them and say, the Almighty love all of the people same way. Me tell Babylon them fi open up the gate. Zimbabwe she reclaim her land, that's great. Me love the way the people in Cuba get educate. Me have to ask them in the West why them are so full of hate.
Me love how the people of Cuba them educate. Me have to ask them in the West how them are so full of hate.
Me see them in the West, say them a big hypocrite. A full time now, them policies them have to switch. Them fight against Cuba, them say them a communist. Still them trade with China till China get rich. Them no like Zimbabwe, through them reclaim the land. Them no talk say it was stolen from Africans. Say them would buy it back. No, the Queen of England.
Them they buy it back.
No, seems like it was a scam. The people get wise and them start make a stand. No government perfect, the youths overstand. The youth start rise, lend a helping hand. Highly Selassie I say, all nations have a plan. Sometimes in this life you have to go your own way. Me pray for me brothers in Zimbabwe. For me Cuban sisters, I see them and say, the Almighty love all of the people same way. Me tell Babylon them fi open up the gate. Zimbabwe she reclaim her land, that's great. Me love the way the people in Cuba get educate. Me have to ask them in the West why them are so full of hate.
That's why Babylon no like we. Yet them want we buy them Jordans and Nike. Yo, they have jails just to fight with. Ooh, Jordan and the one Charles Barkley.